and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer, the board game review show that recently passed the bar and is now a certified rules lawyer. My name is Cody, and welcome to this special Halloween edition of the Discriminating Gamer. We thought for extra chills and thrills today, we would take a look at Castle Ravenloft.
Castle Ravenloft? What, are you kidding me? That's a crappy game. It ain't a Batman game, you know, because I'm a bat. Hey, says what I am.
Ravenloft from Wizards of the Coast, 1 to 5 players are going to become kind of dungeon crawl explorers. You can take on the role of a human, an elf, a dwarf, or other. And you're going to go ahead and move through the dungeons of the evil vampire Count Strahd.
Count Strahd? What kind of name is that? Is he like... He drink blood in the cup with his pinky out? Oh, come on, man. This... You see that? That crap's scary. Count Strahd, take a lesson.
Essentially, in a nutshell, how this game works is you pick a scenario, and your scenario has various victory conditions. You may be looking for something, an icon, a treasure. You may be trying to kill someone. You may be even trying to go up against the evil Count Strahd himself.
Was he one of those Tom Cruise vampires that walk around like, ooh, I'm going to bite your neck?
So each of the scenarios has their own unique conditions. Essentially, your character has all the stats you'd expect. You've got armor points, you've got hit points, you've got, all the basic things you would expect in a game like this. Now, what's going to happen is on your turn, you can move and attack, you can attack and move, you can move twice. And you're moving throughout this this dungeon in the Castle Ravenloft, and as you move, you're also kind of exploring. You're laying down these exploration tiles, dungeon tiles with the exploration. And there's little arrows on the tiles that tell you how you fit in to the tile you're on. They're like little puzzle pieces. It's pretty cool the way they fit together there. There's also usually a pile of bones in these tiles where monsters will spawn from. You can also, depending on what's going on, what happens with your turn, you can draw encounter cards, which may, again, spawn monsters. They may change the environment or do other, usually pretty nasty things. You can also try to find treasure, and when you defeat monsters, you get rewards. So the game is, as I say, really straightforward. It's not a lot of surprises for kind of experienced dungeon crawlers. If you're not a dungeon crawler, I think this might be a good one to start with. It's fairly easy to learn, fairly introductory. You've got a lot of little rules you do have to keep on top of, but once you play through it and you get it moving, they all come together and they all make sense. So that was just the most basic, bare overview of how this game is played. And again, a lot of it's kind of scenario dependent, and I don't want to ruin the scenarios for you. But in a nutshell, that is how you play the game. But what do I think? This game, it appears to be really chilling, really creepy, really scary. Is it scary?
Oh, that is not scary at all!
Yes, it is. It's scary for a lot of reasons, not the least of which is this game has absolutely beautiful components and production quality. The Wizards of the Coast did not skimp on this game. It looks beautiful, the artwork's great, the cards are great, and the miniatures are freaking awesome. The monsters that come out in this game are just beautiful, beautiful. There's so many. There's so much variety to all the monsters that can come out. There might be rats or gargoyles or lizard soldiers or skeleton soldiers or kind of big evil monsters. There's even a skeleton dragon in this game.
Skeleton dragon! Oh, that is kind of, well, I mean, scary for a regular guy, not Count Dracula, but he's a big full-size. Whoa, boy, that's kind of impressive and stuff. I gotta go, and I did not pee.
Production-wise, this is brilliant, brilliant game. Gameplay is, as I say, pretty straightforward. It's what you'd expect. It's, we're working together. It's a cooperative game, working together to try to meet the objective. And we're working together as best we can in order to do that. As cooperative games go, I think this is solid. I think it delivers. I think it's fun. I think players really do have to work together, especially when some of those villains get activated and they start attacking you. You have to work together because the players generally have complementary powers and abilities, and so you have to be able to work together in order to make the best of those abilities. So that's a very important part of Castle Ravenloft.
Well, I got stuff like that in my book. It's just we cut it out.
So I like gameplay. If I have one criticism of this game, it's that the tiles you lay down in the game, there's not a lot of variety there. They all kind of look very samey. Some of the orientations are different. There's a little bit of difference, but I kind of wish they'd found ways to make the tiles change the game up a little bit. Because as it is, you're laying down the tiles, and it's just, like I said, more of the same. That doesn't kill the game for me by any means. It's just something I wish that they had found a way to improve upon when they didn't. This is actually one of a series. There's also a Legend of Drazit and Wrath of Ashardalon, which I have not played, but I hear they play just like this. They're just kind of new monsters and new scenarios and stuff, which is pretty cool. I like to play those at some point in the future. But I think Castle Ravenloft is a great game. I really enjoy Castle Ravenloft. It's one I played a few times, and I've always had fun with it every time I played. It's a dungeon crawl. It's not too deep or complex. It's not overly simple either. It's a straightforward game, but it's easy to learn, and there is some depth there. And again, component quality is just fantastic. So I really like that. So the recommendation for the discriminating gamer for Castle Ravenloft is buy it! Thank you so much for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. We really appreciate you watching this, and we invite you to give your feedback, leave a comment, YouTube, Board Game Geek, our website, Facebook, and please like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. We are The Discriminating Gamer. What do you think of Castle Ravenloft, Drac?
Well, Castle Ravenloft is a pretty scary game, but it's no Fury of Dracula! Because that's full of that crap. Please somebody help me on my feet again, and I don't know where